2, 1.
Just take a minute, look at yourselves. Just take a minute, look at yourselves.
Yeah, let's take our glasses off, Tom.
Let's
Back
take
those
our
eyes.
glasses. I think you're the only one with glasses on right now. I think. Unless
I
Vaughn has.
can't see nothing
I
either.
took my glasses off.
Hey Vaughn, I like that. I like that hoodie, John.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's
It
real
is
nice. I
nice.
like that.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I need to get that. But let's get into it. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to another edition of Nothing But
Answers.
a place to come get all the answers that you need. As you know, we have all the answers. You ask, we answer. Now, what you do with those answers is totally up to you. Okay? I'm just saying. Any question you have, we can answer. It's up to you what you do with it. So let's introduce the panel tonight. Let's start with Ruth. What's going on, Ruth?
Hey, Ruth, otherwise known as Teacher Ruth. She's doing okay. I'm going to try to not wear my glasses so much. Maybe it'll strengthen my eyes. But
No, it's not gonna work.
life is good. Hush, Vaughn. Good week. Weather's starting to catch up to the good weeks. Daylight is extended.
I think it's gonna be cold again next week, though.
No, not
cold.
too bad.
Sunday.
It's cold
Yeah,
today.
but we getting a
Sunday's
couple of
nice, but then
60s
it drops back down next week. I need
That's
to
nice.
stay 50 and above at least. Come
Let's
on.
enjoy the couple of days we're getting. But
You right.
good
You
week.
right.
Good week. Thanks for asking.
Doc, what's going on?
Not much.
How's
I'm
that
wearing
week?
my glasses and protecting my eyes today. 'Cause I've been on the computer almost all day.
Oh, you got the blue blockers on?
Yes,
Smart.
sir. They don't really work from what I keep reading.
Really?
But just in case they do, I'm aware of
Hey,
it.
listen, they'll sell us anything and we'll believe it sometimes.
Exactly.
Until you look
But
into it,
just in
it's like there's
case.
no scientific evidence to say that this does anything. But just in case.
Just in case. I mean, they can't hurt.
Right.
Vaughn, what's up with you?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
How's your
That's it.
week?
It was good. Quiet. I'm chilling, man. I'm not doing nothing this weekend.
Word.
Forget all that. I done run around for people, and I bet. Oh, y'all gonna see? I'm going on tour in June,
Okay.
What?
and
Where?
we started doing our shows again. It's for I'm actually part of somebody else's tour for their they got this big situation going on.
Okay.
But I'll tell you more about it.
Yeah.
as it
Tell us
goes.
more later.
Do you know the locations though?
I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we'll talk
Okay.
because your contractual obligations with this show still need to be met.
No, he did not.
Sure, there's no problem as long as my contractual obligations are specified
Okay.
in a timely manner.
We'll work
Ronnie
that out.
says hi, everyone.
Hey, Ronnie.
Leanne, what's good with you?
Not much. Can't call it.
Wow, I got a little pep in your voice this week.
She trapped her beard.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's true.
There was a little something in that voice. I don't
What's
know
that
what
about,
it
Lee?
is. I'm just saying, I heard a little something. So how was your week?
My week was cool.
Okay, cool. I never quite heard that in your weeks before, but okay. I mean,
My weeks are they are.
even
You
though
hear the jubilation, the
I hear
underlying jubilation in her voice.
did you hear it? Did you hear the jubilation?
I hear it.
The jubilee in her voice. She was doing
What's
Jubilant.
going on?
I'm just saying. I don't know
I
nothing.
got me a Philly
Down.
beard.
She got her.
Reveal, Lee. Reveal.
She didn't sound extra good this week. So
How are you, girl?
Oh, I'm good. Good week. Went by fast. You know, they try to make me earn my pay, which I hate. I don't understand why they're gonna make me try to work for my money. This is
Just
This
give you the
world.
money. Like,
I
what are
think
they
it's Trump.
doing?
It's got to be Trump because I don't
The
like
nerve.
working for my money. He messing everything up. I just can't take it
The
anymore.
nerve. Mm.
So, anything you guys want to talk about? Anything that happened? Anything you guys want to,
See, it's been
Okay,
that
talk
good.
about
Same
Brian.
old,
Talk
same
about
old.
Brian.
Yeah, I got I'm looking for it. I
All right.
want to
Well,
talk about this post that was in the chat group within
okay.
was in the
In a
group
room,
this week
in
in the
the
room.
Nothing Answers room that you all can be a part of. Go to Facebook and join our Nothing But Answers group.
Right
Also,
now.
YouTube.
Right
Yes,
this minute.
like, subscribe, leave us a note
Say hi.
to me.
Our numbers on YouTube do not reflect our group. So group
No.
members, make
Yes.
sure you go in,
Right.
Yes.
subscribe to the YouTube page.
Yes.
Jeez.
Absolutely.
Bruce, can you see that? Can you read that out for us, please?
Ooh, he gonna talk
If
to
you
weak
can.
eyes. He weak
Sure.
eyes. Okay. I cheated on my husband.
Yeah.
Honey, don't listen to this. And was honest with him when the DNA came back that he wasn't the father. We were planning to work things out, but I would have to give the baby up for adoption.
Ooh.
I don't think it's right that he's making me choose between them and my child. He says he's divorcing me if I keep the baby, but marriage vows are for better or worse. Mm. What kind of low life husband? What? I'm sorry. Leaves his wife. I'm trying to state this. Let me just read. Leaves his wife to be a single mother if she doesn't want to give up her child. All I've been was a good woman to that man.
Yeah, you was.
Mm.
She don't deserve none of that.
So, it's very interesting. It was another show, and they were having the same take as far as the wedding vows that you're supposed to be there no matter what, through whatever, yada yada yada. And their take was, you deal with whatever comes with in that marriage. You deal with it.
Mm.
What do you guys think? Let's talk about this. This is very interesting. What do you think?
I think she's delusional about being a good wife.
I agree. I can agree
Absolutely.
to
'Cause she
that. I don't know.
the vows that she's trying to hold him to, she already broke.
She
True.
broke
True.
every vow. And then gonna ask.
No. She didn't broke every vow, Vaughn. She said, I still want to stay married. The vow to be married. She said, I don't want to leave you. I want to be here. I love you. Me and my child. Family.
She lucky she didn't go for a hike.
For real.
Because
Well, it's
usually
very
that's
interesting. I'm sorry. It's very interesting the take that the husband had to say that he would. Oh, my camera keeps going off. What the devil?
That he said he would stay with her if she gives the baby up.
Yes, that's very
And
interesting.
she don't have to give the baby up for adoption. She could just give the baby to the biological father.
Well, that's true. That's
unless
true.
she just got smacked, she just gave it up and then
Right.
don't know.
I would say it doesn't sound like he's a
Right.
part of this world, right?
Right.
And if he was, that would
And
be
that's even
more
a bigger
problem.
problem.
Well, even if he was there, it would be a problem, right? Because now you have another man in your home because you got a child that you got to deal with.
True.
So either way, it's a very, very, very touchy situation. I think it was kind of, and I think maybe he said that, if she gave the baby up, then they could stay together. He might have just been saying that. I don't know if he could have stayed even with that. That's a lot to deal with. And it's like she only told the truth because the DNA told the truth.
Right.
Maybe she might not have known who was the father, and she had to tell him once the DNA came back. It might not have been.
He said,
It might not have been full deception right there. She probably didn't know who the father was. Might have been hoping it was her husband.
Well, but she said I told him the truth once the DNA came, right? So you didn't tell him the truth. The truth was told.
Right.
When he looked like the neighbor, he probably knew this ain't me.
Camp says, "Hey everybody."
Hey, Camp.
She also says, "Delusional." Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Hey, put the number up. Hey, if anybody want to call in and talk about this, please call in because we want to hear what you have to say about this wonderful wife.
I'm
Go ahead.
telling
Go
you,
ahead, Leah.
she's asking to go.
Thank you. All right, now what we saying? What did Cam say, Leanne? I'm sorry.
Camp said delusional. I would have left once you told me it wasn't mine. Then she
Once you told me,
says,
I'm sorry.
struggle love on the other side. No, thank you. And she wants to keep the baby and still stroke the side dude. Laugh my butt
Mm.
off.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's very interesting because
When
we see that. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Leanne.
when you let someone dip their loins in you, she knew it was most likely the side dude's baby than her husband's baby.
It could
Mm.
have been the same night.
Mhm.
You know, she sounded like she liked that. They both could hit it the same night, raw dissolved. You feel me? So,
Wow.
or within a day or two, because you're going with your husband. So, most likely they probably hit around the same time. So, like Doc said,
Mhm.
really didn't know, and she was hoping and praying, like on Mari, you hope and pray that it's this person, and you're not the father. You got to run off the stage. Oh my
Yeah,
God!
because if the baby was her husband, she would probably never say anything.
Wait, she would still be in them
Oh,
streets.
that's true.
Yeah,
Hmm.
she would still be in the streets, but her husband wouldn't know. She
That's what
wouldn't
I
have
mean.
to tell him.
And he wouldn't know that she was outside because it seemed like he
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
didn't have an inkling anyway. He was like,
Right.
oh, at the when the baby came, dang, that's crazy.
Mm.
Well, do we give her any points for telling the truth? Even at
No,
that
she
point,
never
wait. I'm saying because so many folks might not tell the
told
truth,
Ruth.
and the husband may not know, like Doc is saying, ever if that baby was his or not.
Hey, Ruth,
No,
here, take this. Here's the point. Go ahead,
yep,
Doc.
exactly.
We don't
I'm
give
just
her a
saying. I'm just saying.
goddamn thing. You can't give her anything, Ruth.
But she could have not told him at all, and he'd be
It,
raising a child that wasn't his. That's what I'm saying.
it all comes out in the dark as
That
soon as
happens
you
all the
It
time.
happens a
you,
lot, is why I'm
you all
asking.
remember, but it's getting exposed a lot more now, especially with people trying to find their lineage, the DNA in me, and then you
True.
find out
Mhm.
we're not related.
But that's later on down the line. You done paid into it 18 years. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, she gets no credit. I know you
Give
want
her
to
one
always be
point.
woman.
One
I know
point
you
is
want
all
to
I'm
be woman. I know you want to be woman first all the
Why
time.
you want to?
How
Why
do
are
you
you
get more
trying to give
credit?
her a point?
Yeah, she was outside cheating on her husband, had a
Just
baby, and then
one point for
claimed his.
honesty. That's all. One
She
point.
wasn't honest. What part of this are you missing? The doctor told on her
I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
to
That's all.
stop playing with the devil. That's the problem. Jeez, Lou. Doc, you know what? Talk to your friend. What's wrong with her?
It's all good, Vaughn. I'm just asking questions here. That's all.
Trying to see the good in the girl.
I'm good. A little ounce of
He
good.
gave away the goodies. There's no more goodies left. Them goodies is in the street. They all up the block.
Vaughn, you have no mercy. None.
No, I do not.
Ruth is wilding. I mean, she did say it's not yours after the doctor said it wasn't yours.
Just
She
saying.
told because she came up pregnant and was like, "Hey, I slept with somebody," and then was like, "We'll just get a test when the baby get here." And then the test is wrong. She struck out all the way around the board.
So I wonder why they got a test.
That's a good
Or,
question.
you
That
know
is a good question.
what was the test? Why they get a test unless it's one of the states that they automatically do it. But I wonder why there was a test.
Where the
Mhm.
baby looked nothing like him. The baby came out a different color or
Baby,
something.
right.
The minute that she
Like,
said she slept with someone else, he was like, "Give me a test."
Mm.
I don't think she said it until she got caught.
Mm.
That's the even
Ronnie
worse part.
says
But how she get caught?
Oh, hey, wait, Ronnie, listen, this is gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie says slut.
Listen, didn't I tell you?
Ronnie,
She knows how to wrap these
he
all up.
sums it up in one word, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Camp
One word.
says, look, like the old folks say, that bird bath. Hold up, sorry, something's in the way. Uh,
Probably
that
I doing her.
bird bath between dudes didn't work that time.
Mm.
Mhm.
The
Oh,
bird
Wait,
bath.
I know a bird bath was
Who
to
is
clean the house. I
Erica?
thought
Erica Kia. She's running on Pearl Audacity. Hi, Erica.
running on pure audacity.
Audacity.
And she really felt like she was owed something. Like you have to stay. We're married. I would
Yeah, yeah,
never.
that's craziness.
I would have. But you know, it's crazy that he said he might if you give the baby up, which that's wild too. That's wild, crazy too. You give the baby up.
Yeah,
I would just left mom and baby alone. Like y'all
pretty
gonna have to have
much.
the family that
yeah,
y'all
Mm-hmm.
that
yeah.
you wanted. You can have your
He
family.
loved he loved
It
this
sounds
woman.
like he wants his wife. He just doesn't want that other man's baby.
Yep. Yep.
Mhm.
Camp says, I
He
think
sound
men
like he a
should
fool. That's what it sound like to me.
100%.
Camp, Camp says, I think men should get DNA tests even if they're married to the
Right.
woman
Mm.
you're having a baby
I agree.
and by baby by
Mm-hmm.
in the hospital. Why pay for a DNA test later? She
Hmm.
wasn't honest. She was slaying the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Um you get you get a test to establish paternity. I got a test for all my kiddos,
Mm.
although they are all my hubby's
Mm.
kids. Jada
Okay.
Mm.
Grace says, "Hey
Okay.
everyone."
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Yeah, I agree. I think you should. I know
Yep.
people sometimes be
Damn.
like, "What are you doing this for? What do you
Mm-hmm.
think?" I think you. I think we should do it.
Mm.
I'm
So
not.
if I'm married, I get a if I'm married and I gotta get a DNA test, hiking.
Mm.
Mm.
Hmm.
We
I
are
don't know.
going hiking.
I think you just should, just because. I think you guys should,
Man,
Mm.
not
and
my
then.
wife.
Well,
With my
I mean, I
wife,
think most people
Oh,
think that
so
when you
you're
get married, all that stuff should be eliminated.
that's
You
oh,
dumb.
shouldn't have
okay,
to
right.
do
'Cause
all that
right,
kind of
right.
stuff.
you know, right? Because people don't cheat.
If
Yeah.
you cheat
I
on
mean,
me, we
not that people
married.
don't cheat, but I think that people
Married
think
people don't
it's
cheat,
just
Vaughn.
like when a guy say, "If once we get married, the condoms go out the window."
You wait
Listen,
until you
I
get
didn't get
married.
so
married to have
so
protected sex,
Why he waiting so long, Doc?
huh?
Why he waiting so long?
I don't know what
What
she
you
talking
saying? He should. What you
about.
saying? They shouldn't use
Oh,
condoms before they get married?
No, this show is definitely a pro. It's a good, you
Wow.
should.
So when do you stop using condoms?
Randy
You start.
Savage. Yeah, when do we start?
What?
It's Randy Savage.
When do you start?
Wow.
What?
Wow.
I
Mm-mm-mm.
told you the motto is don't do it if it ain't worth dying for you. Right?
Oh
If it
my
ain't worth dying for
god!
it,
If
don't
it
do
ain't
it.
worth dying for.
Macho Man. Randy
Oh
Savage.
my god!
Mm.
Just think about it. If
Woo.
you go with that motto, if you ease up in something that you don't think that you think you could die for, then don't do it.
Mm.
And by the same token,
You
what
think
Vaughn is
people?
saying, why are
Do
we
you think
testing?
people would stop having sex as much though? Because some people would think everything they see is worth dying for.
But then they're gonna die.
You're gonna die. Population control right there.
There you go. Now you're gonna die to slow death. Like I
Mm.
think you listen.
But does taking that test as a married couple mean that you don't trust your mate? You don't trust her, like Vaughn said?
No, it means we just
Mm.
want to make sure that everything is okay.
What are you
That
making
means
sure
you don't
of?
trust him.
What are
I'm
you
making
making
sure
sure
it's
of?
my baby.
Why do you need to do that? I'm just saying.
Because I
I'm
don't
saying.
trust you.
Then why you
See?
with me, man?
See?
Why am I with you?
Yeah.
I'm with you because you probably can cook and clean and got some good hands, but I don't trust you.
But Vaughn has a good point there.
John
He
Vaughn
has a
does
good
not have a good point because
Yes, he
anybody
does.
can be do. Listen, anybody
Yes,
can
I
do
do.
anything at any time.
Yes, yes, I do. If
Nobody.
you're
Okay,
married,
put your
if
wife
you
in love.
decide, if
If
you
you put
decide to get
marriage,
into a marriage and put money into a marriage and to put all of your time into a marriage and you invest in something and you don't trust it, you the fool.
hold on, we got a phone call. No, you sound silly.
No,
It's
no,
not
no, I
Disney.
don't.
No.
No, I don't.
Yes, you all sound silly
No.
right now. Hello,
Vaughn, I'm
caller.
agreeing with you for once, Vaughn.
No, you all are silly. Caller.
It's just his long hair acting up.
Oh god.
He's activated the braids.
Oh my goodness.
A mess.
Hold on 1 second. No,
Mm,
wait.
mm, mm.
Hold on, caller.
While we're holding on, Camp says we got them done because he can't ever come back and say or claim they not his if
Oh,
you
okay.
ever have to go to court to establish legal
Right.
and physical custody. I'm
Okay.
partial.
Okay. That's a reason.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Been together 21 years. We good. Laugh out loud.
Okay.
Okay. That makes sense.
I
Okay.
get it. I again, I don't think that just because you one second caller, just because you marry somebody doesn't mean that anything is not going to happen. We see all the time things happen in relationships.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying that. Okay, caller, go ahead, caller.
Oh no, this is camp. I was only saying, I got it done. I trust my husband. I'm still in love with my husband, but I'm not no fool because my cousin got because he was like, "That's not my baby. You didn't pay child support
Oh.
for 18 years. No, I'm not gonna get got." That's why I learned from her. I said, "Ooh, let me just get them all done because you can't ever say them ain't
Mm.
yours. They look like them too. They are his, but I don't want to be spending extra money down the line. We good, but I trust
Okay.
Right.
you. I need to
Okay.
establish paternity so I can do life insurance 10 days after the baby's born, so I can put them under our other insurances because we military. I ain't playing the games, and my kids are covered. Something happened to you. We're not playing
Okay.
the games.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
Benefits,
detailed.
because you ain't gonna leave me high and dry.
Listen, she detailed exactly why you should do it, even while being
Mm-hmm.
and
She
no.
did.
Yes.
So you don't owe me nothing, but you
Right.
owe them kids everything. I can
Let's
take care of myself.
let's talk about it.
Okay.
Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
Cam. Thank you.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to say.
All right, thanks,
Thank you,
Cam.
Camp.
Thanks
That
for
was a
calling.
sound reason. That was sound.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Boom. So what do you got to say to that, Vaughn?
Run your house how you run your house.
Ah,
Hey, it seemed like somebody
But she didn't. Kim didn't say because she don't trust him. That's she didn't say that.
right.
hey, whatever.
You
As
said
many
in
as many ways to skin a cat, right? It all gets to the same point. What I'm saying is that whatever your reasons for doing it, I think it's not a bad reason.
Mm,
I don't think that marriage is a cure for anybody not to do anything anymore. So if
mm,
anybody
Okay.
believes their spouse is not going to do anything more because you spent all this money on a wedding and you married them and you gave them a ring, well then good luck. Like I
yeah.
got some rainbow to sell you as well because
but
any
that's why I think
That's not
prenups are a
that's
great
not what I was
idea
saying.
because when everything is good, it's good.
Yep.
But
right,
when things get
absolutely,
bad, they
Then they're
they
get
bad.
bad.
Yeah.
they
So
bad,
Yeah.
right?
what I was saying when I said investing, I'm not even talking about the wedding or anything like that, but
Okay, what
as
do you mean?
far as putting into your relationship. Like I said,
Mm,
each to each his own. You run your house the way you run your house. But
Mm-hmm.
the fact that I married you is so I don't have to go through these irresponsible consequences.
But that's what I'm saying.
mm,
Having that train of thought is kind of silly because it
Don't.
doesn't absolve you from having those things, right?
How am
A
I
marriage
silly?
does not make it any doesn't make. I mean, it should be that, but we know it's not because people are human and people have a human experience and can make a mistake. It
So
could be
deal
something
with good
not
humans.
set out to do, but it could happen.
So deal with good humans.
There's no such thing as a good human.
Yes, there
We do
are.
the best
Cool,
we can.
cool, cool,
There's
Daryl.
not. So you think you're good? Who thinks they're good? Please, we're not all
I
good.
do.
Yeah, we're
I
good
definitely
people,
do.
but you don't have to be perfect.
Daryl,
You're good.
Daryl, because
No,
you, I
I
mean,
said we're
because you
not
saying
all
you
good.
trash. If you saying you trash, then
No, I'm saying I'm a human, and
you
I'm
saying you
as a
trash because you
human.
ain't no good.
Okay, that's what it is, right? So listen, you're right. You get married. I know your wife's not going to cheat because she won't because you married her because you picked
Nobody
right.
said that. What I
No.
did say is
What are we
this.
saying then? You said pick a good human.
I
So
said pick a good, yeah, pick a good human.
even
If
good
you
humans mess up, and guess what? Messing up don't make you necessarily a bad human. Means you had you made a bad choice at a bad time. So it can happen
what is
even to your
right?
woman who's so called good. There's
You know
nobody
what?
above not doing things at certain times. It
You're
can
right.
happen.
A ring don't plug a hole.
That's
I've
true.
always heard that.
It does.
So
yes.
a ring don't plug a hole.
Again,
I'm no fool. I'm no fool. But what I am saying is this: if I got to go through all of that, that means that in your personality, that was there. When you looked at that person and you bagged that person, you knew that at this level somebody can get her. And if you believe that, teach his own. Me, I'm
somebody
not
can
going through that.
always get somebody
I'm listen.
you know what I
If
mean?
that's the case, if that's the case, cool. She's no longer my wife.
Right, right.
Go ahead.
Ronnie says, "Oh yes, these women cheat on their husbands.
Yes, they
Why?
do.
Why? I don't know. Sluts."
That's right, Ronnie.
She ends
Tell
it
him.
like she begins it. I love
Right.
it.
I
Camp
just think that.
says,
Uh-huh.
Camp says, marriage these days don't make your situation any better, especially if you don't have kids by the right person. A
Mm.
good human is only a good human until they go bad. Laugh out loud.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it might be bad for the night, but
You
it
know
still
what?
All
happens.
right. So Erica makes a different point.
Okay.
Okay.
Had STD tests done every year when I was married. Never know. And my health comes first. I did not have a
Hmm.
DNA test done for our child.
Mm-hmm.
But the STD thing,
Huh.
yeah, she
That's another thing that
more
is that seen as
nostalgia.
a trust thing or yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah. Again, sometimes it's for maybe even for your own mind sake, right? It's like being prepared for something that may never happen,
Mm.
right? It's okay to be prepared for things that never happen
You're
because
right.
you don't know sometimes. I mean, again, we would want in a ideally for things not like
Mm.
this not to happen. That's what we want, right? But things do happen. So I hear what you're saying, Vaughn, and I would love to have that view, but I don't think there's anything wrong with saying I'm gonna get STD test. It comes back, cool, you're good. I test my children. It comes back, cool, we're good. What damage does that do to do that? That would be my question. What damage does it do to do that?
I think I
I
can hear
was
you. Okay, sorry, Vaughn.
no. Go ahead, Boo.
I can hear you on that, Daryl, but I think that then in that situation, both people have to be in agreement. It can't be I want this and you don't think, because that's going to cause its own problems around trust. So
So if
both
I ask,
people have to
listen,
be on the same page about it.
Ruth, if I say, hey, look, let's just get the babies tested just to make sure, you're like, hey, we ain't getting no babies tested. We getting the babies tested. We
Oh
definitely
no.
getting the
Well,
babies tested.
how does what you want trump what I want? How?
Well, what I'm saying is that now if you're so against it, now I'm getting nervous. Right now I'm getting anxious when you're like, no, we ain't getting the
If you
babies
say
tested.
Maybe I
if
just
you
don't want my
say to
baby
me,
tested. I should be allowed to say that.
if you say to me,
Okay.
we should get these babies tested, I am going to agree. And then I'm going to promptly remove myself from your presence.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know if a woman would say that. I think she should know if there's anybody else.
You know what I'm saying? As far as get the babies tested,
Mm.
Maybe so I wonder if a woman would do it kind of like Camp said, because we just this way you can't say anything.
if
Um,
that's what you want to do, cool.
and again, if I'm not going to leave you because of that situation. Then that means we don't got nothing anyway. If you're going to leave because of a test that's going to say you're the father.
Again,
I
people
think
have to
that
be in
that's a
So
agreement.
discussion that
Yes.
needs to be
Yes.
had,
People have to
it's
be in agreement.
in the
it's
relationship at some point, before you have kids, if possible.
Right.
When
well,
I'm the kind of person you can say to the mate, I'm the kind of person that once we have children, I just want to get everybody tested, make sure everything is okay.
Mm.
I want us to do STD tests on a regular basis. And then the person can say, I'm not marrying that mess.
Right. True.
Or they can agree.
you're right.
That's true.
Camp said we were both in agreement about getting our kids
Okay.
tested.
Good.
People be in their
Mm-hmm.
feelings.
That's my point.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Uh,
That makes a
you're right.
difference if you in agreement.
Y'all
Yep.
are
But
100% right.
again, it's tough if you're not in agreement with something like that. Because I think, like I said, the one who's not, especially if the woman's like, nah, I don't want to do that. I think it does
Hmm.
raise some more suspicions.
Yes.
Maybe.
I'm sure it would.
Y'all yeah.
So it has to come up before it
Right.
needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? So it has to come up somewhere in the relationship before it's even something that has to be done.
Right. That would be because it's something I you don't really think about. Like I'm thinking about it now. Like
Mm-hmm.
but again, you hear too many stories where down the road you see something or something happens and that child is not yours. It happens a lot.
Mhm.
I can't remember the percentages,
It
but it's
does.
actually way more than you think it does.
I believe
The
It's
it.
number
30% of them on the DNA test automatically come out that they're not the father.
That sounds
wow,
about right.
that's
Okay.
a high number. That's
That's a high
almost
number.
You said 30?
30. That's
30%.
Okay.
that's
Well, that's
almost
pretty
half,
high. Yeah,
right?
that's
That's
pretty high.
almost. So guess what we're going to do?
Hmm.
Just to make sure
Camp
we're
said
all ease all our minds.
Camp said it's about transparency and integrity. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
into I'm not into honesty. I'm into transparency is deeper than just telling me something once I ask a question.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, but it is a very I can see how it can be touchy, right? Because it does feel kind of accusatory.
Mm-hmm.
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 So I understand that. But I think what Doc said makes sense to have that conversation early in the relationship before even kids are even a thought like, hey, listen, I think,
Mm-hmm.
not that I don't trust you, but I think we should get genetic testing done just to make sure we are the parents. To make sure we are the parents. Because somebody might have switched the egg on you or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
or switch babies,
Right.
not the eggs.
Right.
Switch babies.
Right. You know what I mean? It's not somebody took home.
Oh, you know what? No, with the you right, Daryl. Though with the in vitro stuff, somebody could have snatched your egg up,
I think somebody just had
I
somebody had
just
a
saw a story
black
about
baby.
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, had a
switched
black baby.
eggs on you.
Yep.
Yep. They
Yeah.
switched it, and the woman wound up with a African
Black baby.
American child. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
she did.
That's right. So
And
that is
she,
possible.
yep, she had to keep the child for 5 months until they figured it all out, and now the child has to go back with his biological parents. It's a mess. It's a whole
Wow.
mess.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow.
Human error. People make
Right.
It's
mistakes.
a whole
And
mess.
and even I didn't think about that part. What if the baby gets switched? Just to make sure this is the baby that went down to the NICU or wherever they were going. The baby's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure we're doing
Well,
it for
don't let him
us.
take him down there like I didn't. I
Don't
was
let
like,
them
nope, he's staying right here.
get in the room.
Nope,
Keep them in the room.
he's staying
Uh,
right there. Mm-mm.
I'm gonna butcher this name. Uh, Gurish Francisco
Okay.
says, uh, gen- genetic testing should be mandatory.
It should be.
Mm.
Camp
Some states it already is.
Mm.
Mm.
Camp
Okay.
says, I swabbed too because you'd be surprised how
Mm-hmm.
things happen. I had to get it done
Wait, was
to
she surprised?
establish maternity to get to establish maternity as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also good to get done for stem stem cells if
Mm-hmm.
anyone needs transplants or health
Mm-hmm.
stem
Mm-hmm.
cells to
Yes.
survive later.
Yes.
Uh,
Well, you might not be able to do
Francois,
that no more.
Well, that's true.
Grin, Grin, Greenwich Francois said laugh out loud, and then he gave me the proper saying of his name.
Okay.
Okay.
But you still can't say.
Hi.
I still can't say it. I'm sorry.
And Erica said the same thing Ruth was talking about.
Mhm.
That happened recently. IVF implanted the wrong egg.
Yes, they did.
Actually, ice.
Hmm. Yeah. So it makes sense. Let's go get tested.
Yeah, let's get it. I mean, drug. I mean, we should do a drug test on each other.
Wow.
Hmm.
Why not? You got secrets. I just want to know.
Oh, damn. Y'all gonna be in the test site all day, every day.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Sometimes you need to know they got a little dope problem.
Damn.
Yeah, people hide that kind of stuff.
People hide it. Like, yo, listen, they
Yeah.
may be functional. I just want to make sure
Mhm.
what we getting into because I don't want to lose the house because you smoking dope. You know,
I
you
do know
smoke
a
the house
couple
up.
that's true. He hid his dope problem, and she had to divorce him a few years down the line when it came out. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because people are embarrassed about certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gurish,
You just gonna call him
Gersh,
Gersh.
shut up, Vaughn.
Yeah.
Gersh Francois said, she said British. Laugh out loud. He said, you had it right the first time, which I
Okay.
said Gurish.
Girls.
Gersh. Okay.
Okay.
It's on you,
Gersh.
baby girl. Don't wake up with
And
that. It's on with us.
Mm.
Camp says just get your blood taken and ask the doctor and or nurse for
Run it
a
off.
panel,
Yeah,
and
run it
Mm-hmm.
off.
it tests
Run it.
for
Run it.
25 to 30 things. Laugh out loud.
Hey,
Mm,
get my cholesterol and my blood
mm,
pressure at the same time over here. Get all that.
damn. That's a lot. That's a
Run
lot.
the
We got
drug tests, everything.
run it all.
Everything. Make a day of it. Full day of it.
We got a letter. Can we help anybody, Leanne? I want to help somebody because I got
Okay.
the answers.
All right.
Go ahead.
Uh I ended a 5-year relationship. We were engaged for about 5 months. I won't write a novel on the reasons, but it wasn't going well. I decided to pack my things and move home. During the last 5 months, there was communication between my ex and I. He was heavily working on some things to improve himself, and I also wanted to improve on some things in case we were able to come back together at some point.
Okay.
The convos reached a point where he couldn't really see a way forward I moved because I had moved the distance, time, etc. Point being, there was a lot of negative on his end, and I wasn't exactly sure we were going to make things work again. During that time, I've definitely allowed some flirting, etc., from other guys. Frankly, the
These
lack
women.
of frankly, the lack of intimacy in my relationship left me with pretty low self-esteem, and the attention felt nice. From my stance, I felt that regardless of what work we were doing, there was no guarantee we would be together. Frankly, I moved as if I was single, and she was.
These
He
Oh,
women.
claims
These
Yeah.
women are for the streets, fellas. Pay
he
Yeah.
attention.
claims
For
he
We are for the
claims
block.
he claims he was not moving that way. Anyway, fast forward a few weeks ago, my ex came around seriously made some heavy changes. It seemed, and we were going to officially try to give things a second try.
is she
He
pregnant?
was telling me he was going to move down to be with me, gave me back my ring, etc. Turns out we he went through my phone twice since we've been speaking,
Couldn't
and
believe it first.
got upset with that I had entertained anyone during those 5 months. I
Man, what's
should
wrong?
have I should have never mentioned I was I should mention I was never physical or went any on any dates or anything. I was just I was very forward with anyone I met that I was coming out of a engagement,
She was
and
coming out all right.
that's Cheryl.
definitely not interested in pursuing anything. Just grab drinks, lunch, or something. But nothing came of it. I had established firm boundaries, cut things off with anyone who had flirted, etc., before I began
Undo that.
trying to give my ex another shot. In the end, he couldn't get past the issue unless I told him specific day I had hung out with one person in particular. I
I
refused
told you
I
it was
refused
one.
based on the principle that we technically were not together.
I
He
didn't want
had
to tell you the
There it
truth.
is.
he he asked for the ring back. I told him uh
Let me
told
get
me to remove his family and friends off of social media. I
That's fair.
reached out and blocked him, reached out, reached out, blocked, etc. and act a little desperate here and there at the end because I was beyond this
She did it.
devastated. I was beyond devastated that this isn't going to be a maybe a little embarrassing that I've tried it again. Somehow I'm feeling like I fucked up, but
You did.
I'm the asshole
Yeah.
and I'm the asshole wishing I would have I just never entertained anyone because I really did love my ex. There were just serious issues he definitely needed to work on because he wasn't treating me respectfully. I'm
Mm.
super hurt and just want to know if I really messed this up for myself, which is how he made me feel.
Yeah. You messed up. You
I don't
shouldn't be sleeping
understand
with other guys.
why
I don't understand.
they don't
They
see
weren't
what
together.
Yes, they were.
no, they weren't.
They said they were. Did they say they broke up or they were? What did they say? They
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 broke
broke
up
up,
and she moved out.
okay.
Right.
So they broke up
and
and they
he
moved
took
out.
back the ring.
Okay. So yeah, they
Wait, but
broke
how'd
up.
she give it back? Take it back again? He gave it to her again.
He gave it back to her.
Mm.
Okay.
He gave it back to her and then found out
I
that, and then went through her phone and found out she had
Okay.
entertained
Okay.
someone.
I thought they said they needed time. I thought they said they needed time apart to work on themselves.
That's
And
breaking up.
stop.
For real.
It
Ronnie
Yeah,
is
we
says,
need
right.
time.
Right. Okay. So
That's breaking up.
Ronnie
If I
says
run
they
back this
got
to you,
gambling problems and
I
mental
I agree.
problems.
right?
You
You know what I'm saying?
did
I
So
agree.
you did fuck up, slut.
Ronnie,
Dang, right.
please.
That's the we have to put that word across the screen. That's today's word.
Yes.
today's word
Ronnie
is
is too funny.
slut.
Slut.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like,
If you call and say
If,
today's word, you will win a prize.
Yes, you win a prize.
my
if
question
you
is, if you're entertaining a whole bunch of people, why do you think a relationship can blossom? Like, how does that work?
Mm.
see, she gave me the impression like they were working on it, but they were, they wasn't gonna. I didn't know they went all of that. No,
Yeah,
I didn't
but
know. I
one,
didn't know it was all of that.
the same thing. She said we were trying to work on it being a maybe, though. Like she was going from nothing to maybe. But while she's working on the between nothing and maybe, she said, "I'm gonna try out some other babies."
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Because she was going on to dates,
And boy said I didn't do that because I
right?
thought we was working on it.
I thought we
Oh
were,
nah, I'm good. I'm good.
but I will say the problem that we usually run into is maybe they should have talked about what it looked like when they're apart.
Yep.
Yes.
I was about
Right?
to
Yes,
say
That's the
that.
that part.
thing because
Mhm.
we both can say, like, say, even if say we're taking a break or whatever we're saying, we need to know what that means to.
Yeah.
If you tell me we're taking a break,
Yeah.
I'm outside. That means I'm outside.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're not together. I'm outside.
I
Right?
tried to.
And
They need.
if you want to, re-engage into drive, we can do that. But I probably got some extra people in the back seat
They
now.
needed a break agreement. Mhm.
Right, it's people in the back
They needed
seat.
an
You're
You know
right.
agreement.
what I mean? It's people in the car with me because
Wow.
a break may mean something different to different people. So I think a lot of
Yeah.
times we just say things in general and we don't really know what that means to each other.
Yeah.
We think we're having the
Yeah.
same conversation, but we're
And
really
we're
not.
not.
And her
No.
conversation was, my break means, ooh, I can take this in, these advances from other men. I like this entertainment. She said, and she had like a point. She said she didn't go past, but it was okay to do that in her break. His break must have been like, that's not okay. That's not what a break looks like. You cheating slut, and you shouldn't
Hmm.
do it. We had to use the word of the day. Okay.
Jolene
You know how
says
many?
they never established the boundaries for
Right.
their breakup,
Right.
and
Right.
they could have decided if that would work for them or not.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
and that's what it was.
True indeed.
So now
Hey,
you're,
Jolie.
Jolene sounds like she sounds smart. Her big brother probably is really smart. I bet.
Ronnie
Her-
says, Ronnie says, bye, Felicia.
Yo, you know how many times I got blamed for cheating when it was on one of those breakups? I'm like, we wasn't together. What the hell are you
Right.
talking
And
about?
that's because
Yeah.
we look at it
Yeah.
very
Yep.
different.
Yep.
People feel like a
Yep.
breakup is time to work on a relationship to come back together, but they feel like I guess we're still like
Gambling problems.
still the relationship still is in play, but we just can't see each
Yeah.
other, touch each other, or talk to each other on a regular basis.
You need an agreement. You definitely need an
Jolene says, hey, y'all.
agreement.
Very interesting. Yeah. Once we any type of break, pause, you want to spend a night out or something, we broke up.
The minute that you are going in the opposite direction, right there you go, Daryl.
What?
There you go, Daryl. You sum things up so great, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, bro.
Anytime
And
you
does she understand that? You make sure she understands that?
She
she made a decision. Once you
the
start
minute she
I'm
on
saying
said
that
anything,
you
it,
communicate that, right? So that we don't have these problems. You communicate it.
it's not a problem for me.
yeah.
You understand? It's not a problem for me. Once you make a move, I just say, okay.
Okay.
Check it.
What 50 say? I don't want no problems. You say you want a problem? No problem.
None.
Ronnie says,
No.
Ronnie says, slut.
Again.
I'm gonna write that on a sheet of paper for her. She don't have to say it no more.
I don't understand.
Next week we have to ask people what was the word of the day this week.
Last week, did you get the word of the day?
I just don't understand. So it's also interesting that she wanted to work on it, but she also wanted to be outside. Like she was really in the middle. She didn't really talk about, oh, I love him and I want to be with him, but I'm entertaining these other guys and I'm not telling you what we did on our date.
Ronnie.
Also was kind of wild, right?
No, she said it was the principle of the matter. You
Damn,
want to know what I
Jezebel.
did? It's none of your business.
Yes.
Right.
Wait, I remember on a show here, I was told once someone does, like if someone cheats or does something, you have to do whatever the person asked you to do.
She didn't cheat.
She didn't
He
cheat.
felt like it was.
Right.
They
Right.
They were on a break. If
A
you
break.
tell somebody
But
you are
obviously-
on a break, you need to figure out what that break is,
Yep.
Right.
because they have the right to interpret break
Yep.
the way that they interpret break.
And he
And I think
interpreted
she cool
He
and
interpreted-
missed to dodge the bullet anyway because he found all this information by
By
going through her phone.
Phone.
He hurt his own feelings. Remember that?
No, he saved his own life. Let's talk about what happened here. He used his intuition, which I think women say a lot.
Can't use no
They said,
damn.
y'all got it. Y'all got it. He tapped into
He
his
was snooping.
feminine
He was
energy.
snooping.
He was
He got it.
stupid.
That's it. That
His
wasn't no
feminine
intuition.
energy.
Get out of
Vaughn,
here.
they got intuition. It's okay.
How
We
come
do
you
it.
got some words for the women and
Yeah.
other words for the men?
No, we got gut
Yeah.
feeling. That's what he went
Yeah.
on. He went on his gut feeling.
Okay, we call it. We know that pussy moving different.
Talk about it. It don't feel like a glove no more.
We know that just like that jovialness Leanne had earlier. We know
You
something.
know what?
We can hear it in your voice.
Talk
You're
about
switching
it.
a little bit. That
Talk
dress
about
is
it.
a little different. It's a little low cut,
Mm.
right? You got a little pep in your step. Let me see your phone. You understand?
Yes. Your phone.
Let me
She
see
was
your
on a
phone.
break and you don't have nothing to do with her
He,
phone.
and you know what's
Yeah.
crazy? She said he came back better.
You understand me? He did what he was supposed to do during
He
the break.
said,
He
Vaughn,
was
"This is what
working
I'ma
on
do."
himself.
Vaughn, you
And
picked
she-
that. Ooh, Vaughn, you hit it on the head. He said break to be better.
Wait a minute. That sounds relative because she said he was disrespecting her. And
But she
so
said he
him
came
being
back better.
It's relative.
Hey.
Him not disrespecting her more is better.
Right.
She said he
Can't call
He's
me
came
not
a
back.
calling her a
Okay.
slut. He might be just saying you loose.
Right. Right.
Woman, thou are loose. But he picked his
Ron-
butt on.
Ronnie
I
says, slut on slut, break my ass.
I need my pen. I'm gonna write it out this time, Ronnie.
I really believe, but it's crazy. See, this is the problem. He did the things because men are usually doing the things, and the woman is not doing her part.
No, that's not true.
Mm-mm.
We just heard two stories.
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm just go anecdotally. What I just heard was these women out here in the streets, and these
They
good
in the
men
streets
are.
and
Yes.
they being wild. They're a bunch of floozies.
And the men, and let me get it straight, and the men are there working on themselves. That's what you want us to believe?
Yep,
You
because the
saw
They
dude
sitting
came back
home
better.
working on themselves. That's
these
what you
two
want me to
stories
believe?
of these gentlemen working on themselves, trying to be better, and the
And
women are
coming back
not.
better. And coming back
Yes.
better. Add that in, right?
Yes, they're
Yeah,
coming back better.
okay.
What? I'm sorry. Is something wrong, Ruth? You don't agree?
She said
No,
it.
I
He
don't
didn't
agree.
say it. She said he came back
Oh,
better.
Vaughn, another good point. He said he didn't even say it about himself. He didn't say I'm good. She said he good.
She
He
said
got
it.
better.
Again, that's relative. She probably said he didn't call me a slut today. He is doing so good.
Exactly.
A win is a win.
On their level, see, look at that, Vaughn. They trying to take the wind out his sail. He's doing better and trying to not even let him have that.
Can't support the black man when he
You
needs
know
you
what?
most.
No, y'all taking that way too far.
For real.
Way
I understand what we're hearing. If we're hearing
Look, that's
something,
all.
okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
Hey, real fast, we got another one, Land, or we're gonna move on to the next topic. You got another one?
I can't.
Yeah, I got a really quick one.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Let's just say it in the beginning, everybody together. Slut. We already know what it's gonna be.
Already going on.
Right?
Damn Jezebels.
Can we have
She
a male
says-
slut one this time, please?
I've been. She says I've been with my fiance for 8 years, and I can't stand the thought of losing her. But we don't have the connection we used to have, and I feel we are holding on to nothing. But I think I am getting in too deep with someone else.
Oh wow.
Uh-oh.
He
I'm like,
He makes me
darn.
feel-
Why?
he makes me feel like myself. I don't have to hide
These women
anything
are
about
amazing.
me. He knows how I act and doesn't try to correct me. But maybe
Yes,
that's but maybe that's because he can't.
Why
Am I-
can't he?
Hey, that's not did not elaborate.
Go to Nike because it's free. It's easy.
Should I break my fiance's heart?
Oh no, please break his heart because your heart about to be broken too.
No. She
Her fiance is
And
a woman. She
she-
messing with a dude.
So
Yes.
they always go
Wait.
back to this.
Beyonce
They
is
always
a
come
woman.
back.
Okay.
They always come back.
Yep. Hammer.
So
Don't hurt
You
him.
know what?
I think the hammer is what changed their mind. She's like, wait, I don't know.
Wait
All
a
this-
minute.
All this scissoring got boring.
You know what? That's a mess.
I did not hear
That
all
is a
that.
mess.
I had to listen. This is what happened. So I think the problem with her is first of all, she may break her fiance's heart, but I think her heart's going to get broken too because I don't know if the dude wants to really keep her.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy when you're when you're playing the side and you go on all fun things and real life consequences. Like she said, he can't check me. So, but when you get in a relationship and you have to now check each other and start planning things, you're gonna be back. The relationship seems like it's the problem to her. What's the fun? She said my relationship got boring because all we were doing scissoring all the time. That's
She
boring.
did not say that.
She did.
But anyway, she did say it was boring, so it looked like she looked for excitement. Excitement is going to run out here too at a certain point because relationships become relationship. You start doing humdrum things and fun that doesn't come every day anymore. It's not about dating
That's
every
right.
day.
Right.
So her
That's
thing
right.
may be she need to learn how to do a relationship and stop looking for that honeymoon all day time. Slut.
Consistency is boring to her.
Mm-mm.
What kind of grown
Right.
up?
Right.
Yeah, ready for something new. Yep.
I really wonder what that 8 years look like, because 8 years is a long time to
They've
be
been
with.
Yes.
together for
It
they've been
depends
together
how.
for
Yeah.
8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Now
she
to
started
say,
itching a year ago.
that's what I mean. She
Mhm.
lasted a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
Um, so I wonder, is it more that maybe is more attracted to men now? Maybe, right? What's really going on? What really made
Mm,
the change that she wants to leave her?
maybe. Mm-hmm.
That's a major. After 8 years, I get saying, because she said I still like her. I'm just boring. We're just doing the same things over and over, like scissoring every night. It's just the
You
same.
know what? Gotta keep saying that.
Same.
It's the same thing over and over. And what does that mean too? Like, that's life. We get up, we go to work. We see each other, we go to sleep because we can't go out every night and then you get older, you get tired. You don't want to be running the streets. You just want to watch Jeopardy and go to sleep
Mhm.
after that goes on, right? So I don't know what she's looking for. Maybe she has arrested development. Maybe she had started living later in life and now she still want to party. Because it's interesting.
Or maybe she starts saying, them guys starting to look good.
Yeah. Yeah. She did mention she could be herself, so maybe she's coming into who she
Oh,
is.
Yeah.
Maybe she is.
good catch. Good catch.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
She
Maybe
was like
she's
that.
She's over the girl thing.
Yep.
She just don't want to break her heart.
Maybe that was a phase for
It's a phase. Yeah.
8-year phase.
They interrupt that all completely out. So she on to something else.
But it's so crazy. See, and people like her are interesting because she's like, oh, do I want to break her heart or not? But usually what comes around goes around, and you're doing dirt to somebody, and it's going to usually come back to you, right? So you're not really in the driver's seat like you think, because yours is coming, because you're doing someone that look like cares about you dirty. Like, you could have been honest, had a conversation, maybe you could have brought dude home, which would have been wow, crazy for him. But
You
you're
gotta
not going to
advocate for the brothers.
or it doesn't seem like she even tried. Did she try with her girlfriend? Her fiance? Did you say, hey, listen, we need to do more? Did you try to make it exciting, or did you just run outside and take the attention to the first person that gave you attention? What are we doing here?
No, she been like that for a minute. Dude's probably been getting at her for a minute, and this one, he actually got through. He got through the gate. You know what I'm saying? And if she like girls, she's definitely. I mean, she like guys. She's definitely not the what do they call them now? The stud type. She's not the boy.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah, so she's the feminine side of that relationship. That's how the dude got to her. How else would he get to her?
Ronnie
Unless he
said,
really got game.
Any comments, please send them to number
Why?
one.
Why? What did I say that was? What did I
That's
say that was
socials.
wrong?
Because
say-
just because their presentation doesn't have anything to do with who they want to lay down with, right? So her presentation, even say if she was however she presented, it doesn't mean she liked a certain thing at times. You know what I mean?
In the relationship, the balance of the relationship, whether it was, I said whether she could have been the feminine side, and then again I said, or boy just spit. He got the right game,
Right.
and he can get to either one of them.
Right.
So that would take away from what you said earlier, where why didn't she bring it up to her significant other? Her significant other might be the stronger one in that situation.
That's what I mean. There doesn't have to be a stronger one, or there doesn't have to be a gender role where one has to go that way. It could be it can present any type of way, right? Yeah. So they both could have been in, and she didn't know her friend could have been into her fiance could have been into that as well, right?
Right. She didn't ask. Right.
She didn't
ask.
Right. And that would be really the thing to do, to say, hey, listen, Rob at work got a beard.
Ronnie
What
says,
you think about that?
Yeah, right. This
Ronnie says, say it with me now. Slut.
Slut. One count.
With a hard L.
What?
That's
a thing.
Not really. So if someone came in and said, I'm kind of bored of my relationship, like what would what like would you, I mean, I guess they would have to talk to them for one to see like if there's something we can change. Because maybe the other person don't feel that way. Maybe I feel I'm cool. It's cool. Yeah, I love sitting on the couch with you every night. You don't like sitting every night? Every night? Every night with me?
For some people, for somebody, that might be okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Yes.
people get tired.
If you never really had a life,
But then, you know, so but the person that's bored is running the risk of going outside
right.
if they don't talk about it,
Right. Right.
you know?
No gooder.
So is it okay if you're bored to cheat?
No,
No, that's not okay.
no, that's not okay.
No.
Just
Especially if you're not even giving your partner the opportunity to reduce your boredom. You know,
Right.
maybe your partner is up for some new exciting experiences.
Mm-hmm. Got to try some things.
Mhm.
Stop, Ruth.
yeah, please, Vaughn. I will
Just stop it.
You got to try some things. Because those 7-year itches
What
that
you-
Vaughn spoke about, they come around.
What, you put chocolate milk in your
Right?
cereal now? You
Vaughn,
getting dangerous out here.
I'm on 6-7 year itches, okay? So you better talk about it and you better find some things to do.
Nah,
I'm
get
here
a
to
coloring book. You better get a coloring book or
Coloring
Yeah.
books,
a
whatever.
video
whatever.
game.
Ronnie
Right.
says 8 years later, go test the waters for Christ's sake.
Right.
Some people will. Rather
and
than
you know
talk
what?
about it, they'll test it.
Well, and the problem is how bad it is out here. And I think you feel like you found someone, like, and Vaughn alluded to it earlier. He may just be having fun.
Mhm.
You may like
Yes.
the convenience of this, but you
Yes.
go home. Right? That's the best part about this, that you leave. Right? So when you start trying to stay around, he'd be like, so what you gonna do after we get done this? You're gonna start feeling weird because he don't want you around like that. And
She'd
now
be like, I'm a lesbian. He'd be like, and I will raise you one straight male. I will raise you this.
and my thing is now you're out. Now you erased 8 years with someone who you could have maybe worked it out with, and you're outside in this climate where dating is really insane. Like you really put yourself in a position to, to really be outside and maybe not be having working with your partner to add some excitement.
Yes.
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 Savage life out here.
Yes. Yes.
Now, see, this is the question because we talk about excitement, but then you guys don't want to hear about it asking to bring the other girl home. You said don't even have a conversation.
The only kind of
And do we have to start there?
right.
Do we have to start there?
Right at the top.
Ronnie said, "Let's all lie."
Isn't there something between boredom and a threesome?
Thank you. Well, we
Stop.
tried
You
some
already had
other
one girl in the
A
house.
boring threesome, maybe?
Next progression for one girl is two girls. So, I mean, that's
Right, yeah.
You don't start there.
Dang.
You're right, Doc. You do not start there.
no. You don't start there because
Nobody should start there.
that's unthoughtful of you. Like if you really thought, you'd be like, you know what? I should get another me. That'd really make him happy.
Mhm.
You really care about his
Why
happiness.
not? Y'all so selfish.
No.
I can't believe the way y'all are.
Your own
No,
happiness.
you're right.
All
There's a lot of
right,
in
so
between.
where's the compromise in that? Could you say, all right, you bring a girl home this week and
No,
I
you-
bring a guy home next
You
week?
can have a Coke and a smile.
Don't cuss at me. I can't believe
See?
you're gonna cuss
Talk
on this
about
program like that.
selfish.
That
You
is
gonna
selfish and one-sided.
You're just gonna cuss on this program like that, Doc.
So one-sided.
So
What
mean.
kind of nonsense is that? That makes
Doctors-
that makes as much sense as me saying I don't like eggs, but I like omelets. Like that don't make sense.
Right. Doc mean spirited. You see that? Jesus.
Y'all just want one person to be happy. Y'all don't want both of them to be
do,
happy.
do you kiss your
want
children with
one
that
happy.
mouth, Doc? Do you kiss your children with that mouth?
That's a shame. They just want to be happy and not the other person.
That's it.
wrong.
That is
She's
it.
here for us,
Don't
Ruth.
Ruth me.
Again, Ruth.
She's here for us.
Stop.
Ronnie says, bring a brother man home.
Hey.
Thank
He
you.
could cut the grass.
Thank you.
He could cut the grass, bro. Cut the grass while I take care of this.
Wow.
He gonna be cutting the grass, all right.
Exactly.
Outside.
Mow that lawn.
You foul mouth.
I can't believe you guys would talk like
Yo,
this.
lady.
No, people are listening.
Daryl.
We can't use this language on here.
I'm appalled.
So listen. Not that I would ever be okay with a man coming home, but would you be okay bringing a man home for your man?
If he want to bring a girl home for me, yes. I mean, for him.
If you cool with your man getting whatever he getting.
It doesn't have to go that way. There are many ways for that to work. It doesn't have to go
Too many
like
swords
that.
in the room. Too many swords in the room.
Many configurations. Many.
Doc said we're gonna turn the girl into a shish kebab. She's gonna be a pig on the spit, right? That's gonna be a pig on the spit. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not okay with my girl being nah.
You guys.
Don't do that.
No. But okay, listen, that'd be interesting if you would be okay with your man coming home and another man there.
Like Doc said, we wouldn't start there.
Murder.
Wait, time out. I would hope that if you're at 8 years in, you probably have tried a lot of things. If you've been doing the same thing for 8 years, then I see why it's boring.
Listen.
I mean, a lot of people, as you said, Daryl, you fall into routine.
Right.
And it just becomes life, and the years just pass by.
Right.
Did you see Kevin Hart talk about his boy that did that? His girl talked to him.
Yeah.
He said, I had to sit there and watch this man.
He said he was sweating.
Donkey, right.
Wait a minute, I didn't hear that. What
he said? He said I can't.
He said they had a threesome and it destroyed his man's.
He destroyed his woman's everything. He
destroyed their relationship. They were married. It destroyed their marriage.
Wow.
Yeah,
I think they were what's it called?
Swinging.
Swinging.
It was swinging.
He was with the wife. He was doing his thing, but he said he looked over. The dude was over there banging. He was all sweaty. And he was giving his wife. And he was
giving her the business.
Yeah, he said he never seen anything like that before. And after that, he just couldn't look at her.
Hey, see, that's messed up.
See, that's why we don't. That's why you're not bringing no dude.
Be careful. Mm-hmm.
Careful what you wish for.
That's it.
That's it right there.
But Ronnie says, yes, bring it home.
Oh my God.
Who said that?
Ronnie.
Who else?
Ronnie. You know the word for that, Ronnie.
It's very interesting because I think a lot of times, having threesomes will change your relationship.
Of course.
I think you will look at each other, and truly, I don't like you. If I ever suggest somebody else coming home, I really don't like you.
I don't like you.
I'm just gonna be honest. I don't like you, or I don't like you anymore. If I get to the point like, yo, can we bring somebody else home? That means I don't like you anymore. I'm just afraid to tell you, or I need your half of the rent. So, one way or another, we are not on the same
page. Y'all gonna have to put a bell on this dude, man.
I'm just saying because I can't see anybody touching my woman like that's we're supposed to, so I can't, man or woman, I can't see anybody touching.
Yeah, I can't.
You know what I mean? So I couldn't see if I'm bringing somebody home, I definitely can't like you anymore. We just can't. We're just not on the same. We might as well break up, but be together. Because, like I said, these bills gotta get paid. So,
roommates.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want nothing to do with you. And then it for you. No.
I was saying, I thought somebody else was talking. I'm like, who is that? So anyway, yeah, we're done with that.
Oh my gosh, that was a wild one.
I wonder how often that really happens. Someone leaves a lifestyle for the other lifestyle. Very interesting.
Out there today, it's different out here today, man. They I'm surprised at the people that are over 35 that try to keep up with these kids. I'm like, what are y'all doing? That just don't seem right at all. I can't. I stopped talking to a girl because of that. I'm like, you're not 25.
Wow.
It
Camp
seems a little
says
immature.
Camp says they a placeholder at that point. Laugh my butt off.
A placeholder. Yep.
Yep.
And they can hold my penis every now and then too.
Wow. Wow.
Man,
And you talking about other people talking?
right?
He used a scientific term, though. It's a medical term.
Listen, I wasn't. She was that. What are you talking about? This is what people do, and she could still get it. That's why I got somebody else coming too, though. What are we talking about
To
here?
help you out, to show you what you ain't doing.
Unless you want to get your own house, pay your own bills. Like if you don't want to pay half, we gotta keep the situation going. I'm just saying.
You already sound like a pimp.
For real.
You
Sound like
a pimp.
extortion.
It's hard, and we need two incomes. And I don't like you like I used to anymore. But we can't lose all we made. Keep
That's
this.
a shame. That's
Most
really
people say it's cheaper to keep her, right? Cheaper to keep her.
That's if you have a baby or you married.
That's what I'm saying. If you're in a real serious relationship, or sometimes today people buy houses and things together and don't be married. So what are we gonna do now?
Crazy.
Like we can't just dispel this and then move back to lower level living.
Back to the hood.
Hey, you have your side, have my side. She just can't bring any men around.
None.
Wow.
There's only one sword in this house.
Yep. Yep.
Only person slaying dragons here is me. Okay.
That's fair.
But even so, we were talking about what I wanted to talk about today. I had a lot of conversations about children and how children can break up a relationship. How having a child, that change can really change the relationship. It could be loving, everything could be good, but that child comes along. Maybe it could be ideologies. Maybe the person feels like the mom needs to stay home with the baby, and the baby can't leave. You need to be here, and they stop dating. No more dating because they're worried about the kid or, those type of things. So I was wondering, I guess, like it's when children come into a relationship, can they be a problem?
Yeah, because if one of those people are kind of selfish, like they're used to living their own way, you can't be that way no more because now you have this child.
Right.
You're
And
no
even
longer.
so, babies are horrible.
Oh, Lee.
Please
I'm just
send
saying,
an
it's
email to Leanna Little at what's your social?
Lee.
it's ghetto.
She
You know how
has
many parents
never
I've
worked at a
heard
daycare
say,
center.
"Don't do it."
Yeah, because they talking about doing it with the other,
Ever.
because you got the other person to deal with. They don't really talk about the child.
Oh, okay.
It's the other person. The child be cool.
Nah, the
You-
child
you
is
gotta
part of the
realize-
problem,
You got to realize the child don't know nothing.
Right.
The child is only doing
and that's
what
the
you taught it.
problem. I gotta
So-
teach you everything.
Oh,
I gotta.
wow.
I have to.
Wait. I gotta teach the woman when I meet her. I gotta teach her how to. It's like put your head down. Okay, hold your breath. We gotta teach
You know
her.
what? In the world.
What? How we get over to that topic?
I'm talking about teaching. We teach all the time. I don't think the teaching is the problem, but it's how much time that baby is taking up. Before it was just you two. Y'all was kicking it. Y'all might have been having fun going out. Now that's not happening.
It
Right?
shakes it up. It will shake it up.
Right. And if you're not strong, and I think a big thing that we deal with that we don't understand is if she's going through postpartum and neither one
honey.
of them know
That
both just think she's mean, she's always this, she's that, and now you're turned off of her, and now you guys are moving away from each other, not knowing that there's a bigger problem.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm not crazy. Thank you, Ronnie. Ronnie says yes. Ghetto as shit.
Right.
Hey,
Oh
she was
my
talking about
God.
the kids. She was talking about the kids. She was talking about your view on it.
No, she wasn't.
Because my daughter was great, angelic.
My kids were good with me, but they're a pain in the ass now. But they were good. And when they were little, I didn't have none of the issues out of my children
Mm.
that their mother had.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
None of it. The kids were fine. It's dealing with that other person. And you like, I can't
Mm.
take her hiking
Mm.
because of these kids.
Mm, mm, mm.
Wow.
Lord
Always
knows.
going hiking, boy. His thing is hiking.
Right? Right. Hiking this person I know.
Right.
Don't ever
Listen,
do nothing. They gonna really these shows like, well, let's check
Right.
the trails.
Went missing on trail number 12. I don't know about that, Vaughn.
listen, these heifers, boy. These heifers is a trip. Telling you, boy.
But again, children can be issues. I know even for
can.
They
me,
can.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want anybody to hold her, my daughter, including her mom. It was terrible. I didn't want I look back
Get
on
off
it.
get off my baby.
Really, box out, box out. I got her.
Right.
Like, hey, yo, back up. Because
I'm
I
sure
don't
he
know
was
why. I
terrible.
don't know. I don't know why it was that way, but I just didn't want anybody to hold her. I remember like her parents would come over and they would just have to sit in the chair and watch me hold her till they stopped coming because I was like, "You come over.
That's
Let
terrible.
I go to the bathroom. I'm good. Like
You
we
ain't share the
okay.
baby. You supposed to share with the family.
Why are you supposed to share a child? It's just a child.
Because it's a family, Daryl.
No, it's not. Well, you share your children. Okay.
My children.
Don't leaving all these different people touching them and leaving their little juju on them and whatever.
Yep.
I don't know what's in their spirit. I'm cool. This little lot of mine, I'm going to watch it out.
Mhm. Talk to him, Daryl.
So
Talk to him.
yeah, so I definitely didn't, and so culturally it became a problem because she felt in her culture that the woman's supposed to take care of the baby.
Mhm.
Right. So me changing diapers, feeding the baby, putting them to sleep, doing all those things, she felt like I was taking her job. We never talked about it. I didn't know it was a thing. And I don't think she really knew it was a thing until it was happening. And in real time, then now she's upset and she's mad. I'm like, what you mad for? You go play or something. I got the baby, you good. And I'm thinking this is a good thing because most women complain about the man helping
Not.
and him helping.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
But I was really doing it all. I wasn't allowing her to do the things
Well,
to
that's
be
the
a
problem.
mom. Right. But in real time, you don't see it, Vaughn. You don't
Right.
see it. You think you're doing the right thing. Go ahead, Leanne.
Ronnie says, "Fuck them kids."
Yeah.
Ronnie!
Yo,
Ronnie!
Ronnie. I got the
Oh my
song. I got the
goodness.
song on my phone.
Oh,
When they call, they go, boop, fuck them kids. Boop, fuck them kids. I got the song.
Camp says, I had a date night scheduled once a week with the hubby for years. The kids are great. I have a structured household. You have to know going in after each child, I made room in my life with work, travel, etc. They came with us. We just prioritized our marriage. Family friends look at look at my kiddos through the screen door, laugh out loud. I had a day shift. I had the day shift. Hubby had the night shift. With the first three kids, we both fed and changed diapers, bottles, um, etc.
Mhm.
And Ronnie said, "Hand clap, hand clap, hand clap" to that.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting. And so, but that caused a big problem, not knowing. Caused a big problem, not knowing that she didn't really know why she was upset at first. She didn't know really that. And then eventually she was like, you're not supposed to do that, man. This is what I'm supposed to do. These are the things that I'm supposed to do. And you're kind of taking my job. Like she's like, I don't feel like a mom.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, wow, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Camp said, but
Did it make
still,
you? Did it make you change the way you did things?
No.
Daryl?
No,
Nope. It didn't.
no,
Hmm.
it didn't.
Hmm.
I thought because at that point, what I think is she's being silly, right?
Mm.
You almost dismiss it because in my mind, I'm doing a good thing, so I dismiss
Mhm.
how she
Mhm.
felt,
Yeah.
right? I wish I knew now what I know then,
Yeah.
but in real time, sometimes it's difficult to get outside of it.
Yeah.
You know, I just wanted to be a father and protect the baby and be there for her and do everything so that say if mom left, I don't want to miss a beat. I don't want to be that
Right.
dad when mom leaves. Or where the bottles at? How you get the freedom? I don't want to
Yeah.
be that. But I was total opposite though. I was to the point where she was like,
Mm.
"Where the bottles at? Where you put the bottles at?" You know, she was doing that.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah, we had to find balance. And
Camp,
yeah,
Camp said, but still, fuck them kids.
Oh
Look,
no.
man.
Camp.
Dang, y'all done got Camp on board.
No. After all of that, no, Camp. Mm-mm.
that's very interesting.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so culturally, I wouldn't even have thought that, right? It wasn't. And again, these are these conversations you need to have in the beginning, but you don't know you need to have them sometimes. I didn't know I need to have
Yeah,
them,
sometimes you don't.
right? Because we think that raising kids looks the same way, and we're
Mhm.
different. So you really have to talk about what does raising kids look like, or whatever it is. You know, you have to look at.
Mhm.
You know what,
Roles that
Daryl,
you
though?
play. Mhm.
Definitely
A
have to
lot-
talk about it.
In our range, Daryl, a lot of dudes did take their kids though. A lot of dudes,
right.
a lot of dudes had their kids.
Well, because I think what the media presents is a lot different than what actually is happening, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Most black men are with their children. There are a lot of people out here that are. There's some that are not, but there are a big percentage of black fathers were like the most involved in their children's life.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Camp says, I've been on board. I'm a quarter nester. I have 3 left at home. We raise our kids to be financially sound and independent. Yes.
Okay, that's
Yep.
what's up.
Excellent.
You gotta do those things.
Right.
gotta
Yeah, you do.
those things.
Mhm.
When you know, but the problem is when you
Yes.
don't
Don't know.
know these things.
Don't
When
know.
you're a new parent and maybe your parents weren't the best, so they
Mhm.
can't help you, right? And you don't want to do things the way they did it,
Mhm.
you know. But also, like I said, you can't stop living life either. That's another thing I think. It was like we can't travel. We got the kid. We can't go out. I don't want to leave home.
Yeah.
So you stop life.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then your kid's 11, and you realize you haven't went out. You haven't
No
been
life.
outside of the children. Everything's around the children's basketball, football, school, and your lives just become that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you're like, I don't even know you. Like we don't know each other anymore.
And then
Yeah.
remember, Daryl, those kids will eventually grow up and leave, and then you have an empty nest, and you're sitting there looking at each other like, now what?
And when they
Right.
get
So you really have to keep your relationship prioritized along all of those changes.
And people don't teach. That's not taught, right? That's not taught.
No, it's not. No,
And
like you said, we don't always have the role models for it. So we
Right.
have to learn as
Right.
we go. But
Right.
one thing we did was we said, you know what? It was us before any of this. It was just the two of us. So we have to make sure it's us after this.
How long? When did you come to that conclusion? Was it the first child, second child, before the child?
Well, first child. That's when it started. You know, like you said, all the stuff started changing on you, and you're like, okay, we either going to keep going out and set up the date nights, or we're going to sit the little boy on the table like we did one time. He's going to be in his high chair, and we're going to have our romantic dinner right here. So you figure out how to keep your relationship prioritized, because it's going to keep ebbing and flowing on you. It's going to keep changing. You got the postpartum. I had epilepsy based on the pregnancy right after the baby. Well, actually the 8th month. So my husband had to take over caring for the baby. So we had to switch roles.
Okay.
You just never know what's going to come your way with this. And you have to just keep changing with it as it changes.
But yours is more a success story. You're like, whatever came, we're going to do it. It's no fail. We're going to find, like I said, sitting the baby here, and we're going to have this romantic dinner where the baby is looking at this candle.
We were bent out of hell on keeping that together.
Right. I think they're a government plant. They've been together for 40 years.
There you go. Since they was 8 years old.
They were clones. They made them in the basement.
It's important. And even now, your kids as adults will get in the way of your relationship if you let them.
Wow. Okay.
If you
Okay.
let them is what I'll say.
Well, how? Like, I mean, they need you, and
Well, because yeah, you can have some kids that are very needy and you're their best friend. And that's all well and good, but you can't like interrupt our flow all the
right.
time either. You know, we have a night owl kid. We're night owls too. However, that's our movie time. That's our bonding time. And then you want to call and yap, 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 yap. You know, call me earlier, you know,
Right.
whatever. So we set
Right.
those boundaries up again so we can keep something going here.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes
Camp
sense.
Camp said, I just got back from Los Cabo. It was an adult only trip for a week. I don't believe in roommates. Uh, I didn't have that growing up, yet I knew the relationship I wanted while we were dating. You figure it out and make it work point blank.
You know,
Yep.
Okay, Vaughn.
you know what they I asked somebody something one time. I said, how many times have you seen your parents kiss?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And like or like really like a real embrace, like an intimate that was between them.
Mm.
And it was you see how it like went like silent for a second? It was like that. And it was a bunch of dudes going, damn. I don't know. Maybe at this time yeah, but not when it's in front of family. Not when it's like when everybody's looking and expected to. Whenever you seen your father actually just walk in and kiss your mother or hold your mother or vice versa. You don't see a lot of people ain't see that or get that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know? So all of that
Wait,
so the
wait,
balancing we
sorry.
say like how Ruth talk about the balancing act
Mm-hmm.
or that they have or that she had, you wouldn't actually know how to do that if you didn't see how valuable it was to have
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, even how many times did your parents hug and kiss you?
Right.
That's true. That's true.
Real ones.
How many
Mm-hmm.
Right.
times did they kiss you as a
That's true.
child? You
That's
know,
true.
so it just wasn't something. And as I think back, I'm like, I don't remember. You know, too many. You know, there was other things like giving me things and doing things. But I don't remember the hug.
Right.
I,
But I know that's why I hug and kiss my daughter all the time. She's like, "Get
yep.
off me!" I'm like, "No,
Because you want to do the opposite of what you did not experience.
you know, it's not. I don't know if she even do it. I just love her, and I show my love that way. I think it's just you know, and it
No,
could
I
be,
agree. I
it could be
agree.
no, it could definitely be that. But I think for me, I just love my daughter, so I'm always hugging and kissing her. And I'm like, it's gonna be one day that you don't even want me to hug and kiss you anymore,
That's true.
and I'm gonna tackle you and
I
hug you.
agree with that. I
Mhm.
wanted that too, but I also wanted to be everything that I did not experience. I wanted them to experience on the good side.
Right. Kids are the cutest asshole. If you guys don't say, man, listen, my
There
kid
you
is
go.
not any of that. She's great. Okay, kids, she's great. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. My kids are amazing. It's just grown ups who are the buttholes. Okay,
Ronnie
and a
says, Ronnie says, I seen my parents kiss. Yes.
okay, okay, that's cool.
That's
And I
good.
don't remember really seeing that too much.
Mm-mm.
I
Um,
seen I seen like for like intimate like not like something crazy but like I love you like you my
yeah,
woman
I mean,
or vice. I don't
Mm.
remember seeing that shit.
well, I don't want to see
Ronnie
Mm.
my,
says,
I ain't want to see
hug
my
and
parents crying on
kiss.
each other.
No, nothing like that, but you know that you like
But an
I
intimate,
love
loving
you,
moment. Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. They could have held hands, a warm embrace. But again, I don't. You know, you remember what you remember, and that was never
Right.
something that burned in my memory.
Mm.
Ronnie
Um,
says, hug and kiss your kid.
All
yeah,
the time.
yeah,
All the time.
have to.
Mm-hmm.
What
Before they
about
get
what
before
about
they
the
get big enough to
folks?
run away.
What about the folks that's jealous of their kids?
That's
Oh.
crazy. I ran into that.
Hmm.
I ran into that. I had a artist I was working with, and one of her people came over to me and was like, "Listen, I'm gonna tell you, the mom is jealous of the daughter."
Mm.
And he tried, like he told me, he's like, I was like, really? He's like, watch. And sure enough, I was like,
I'm
damn.
Or dads with the babies, he get to suck on your titties. I can't suck on your titties no more
That's a problem.
because the kid's
Well,
always there.
so it's usually more it's a jealousy of the time that it's spent.
Mm.
So one parent because you gotta meet
No, I'm pretty sure it's the sucking on the titties thing.
you can suck her titty anyway. He go to
He
sleep
got
No,
one, you got one.
and he go to
nah.
sleep.
Or you can nurse him like that other story we talked about.
Right.
I'm not
Like I
going.
said, listen, he go to sleep. That little he sleep and then you add it. You feel me? But I know the time. So now this is something that I run into a lot, in dating. You hear, oh, you do all this for your daughter and you don't have time. It's my
Oh.
daughter.
It's my daughter.
I'm going to have time for her. I don't even know you. Matter of fact, I don't have no time for you anymore at all now.
After that.
You feel me? Now, time is up. Good luck. If you ever say, yes, I'm going to make time for my daughter, you always have money for her. It's my daughter. I am responsible for her. I don't have anything for you anymore. Goodbye.
Kemp says, I see
Oh,
that
she
all
always-
the time. Being a researcher and educator, I tell students don't let your parents sidetrack you. Ronnie says, wow. And I believe that was at the titty thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I see it a lot in dating now, and oh, you don't got time for me, but you got time for your daughter. I love when I hear that because I know, guess what? Our time is up. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
yeah, our time is up, boo boo. Because you're done.
I
'Cause
had
I'm never putting you in front of my daughter. Like, it's not going to happen.
where my baby mom lived at a particular time, something crazy was happening. My daughter called me, and so me and the goon squad, I had to get up out the bed. I was with my chick. I'm out the door, and my goons, like me and the goons, went out there, and she got mad at me because I got up and went out there at night. I'm
Probably
like,
because you had the goons with you.
I had to. I can't hear you,
Can't-
Doc.
We can't hear Doc. Mm-mm.
She's
So
like,
she's
you
not
got up and
talking
you
to
left.
us.
Well,
Doc,
she
like, I
didn't.
ain't talking to y'all.
Maybe she didn't want you to get hurt,
Oh.
Vaughn.
Doc said,
No,
I'm not
she
talking
didn't know
to
I
you.
was going with them.
Oh,
I
okay.
met, like, she
Camps.
just knew I got up and left. I made a call.
Red, Leanne.
Kemp says those chicks don't have no hobbies.
No, really. I'm like, you don't have a life. I said, I need someone with a life because I have one. So you need to get one. No one can be at anybody's beck and call at this point. Like maybe we were 17, 18, that was different. Now we have lives, we have work, we have play. So, the time we have, if something comes up with my daughter, you should expect, just like you had something, had a child, something came up, I got, okay, cool.
Yeah.
We'll reconvene later. So when people say or do that, yeah, I'm done. I'm pretty much I thought the do sign.
That's your red flag. Yep.
Yeah, that's terrible because you're not. You should understand that you're new, and my daughter's always going to be a priority, right?
Yep.
And know what? My daughter probably wouldn't like you anyway, so I don't,
You're fired.
So that's 3 strikes. You out.
right? Because you know what I mean. If she don't like you, we don't like you. That's the rules.
Yeah.
So, but that is real. So jealousy is real, and it's usually about time that is spent with the child, time you can't spend with them anymore. You can't, like I said, you can't do the things you want to do.
What is the giggling?
I don't know.
Ronnie says, I can't get another daughter, but I can get another slut.
Ronnie.
Camp says
Ding,
they
ding, ding,
wish
ding.
Oh,
Camp says they wish they were in your daughter's place.
Mm-hmm.
And it really is.
Right, right.
They constantly
Jada
compare-
Grace says, I don't understand why people try to get in the way of that.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
And it's very, and it happens a lot. I'm gonna
I'm
tell you, really,
sure.
it's a lot.
A lot.
And it's like, wow, why are you tripping when I'm,
Hmm.
you don't take care of your kids,
That's why she's single, right? And that's why the kids with the dad.
right? If you are prioritizing me over your children, this is not going to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know you're showing me who you are. right? I don't want that. I need somebody that's going to be a good role model to my daughter. I can't. Nobody's not going to be a good. So if you neglecting your kids, she can't see you neglecting your kids.
Mm.
And if you neglect my kids, then what'd you say, Vaughn? Where we going?
Hiking.
Uh, Yep.
But I said I think these conversations are good to have, so people kind of know what to look out, because children seem to be fun. Like, oh, we have these children, gonna be so great. Oh my god, but it's serious. It's a life-changing thing, and it really is. From the birth to having the baby to the next
Caring for
the next forever. It's going to feel very different, especially if you are out in these streets trying to date. I guess it's tough when you stay with the person. Didn't happen, but now you're out in the streets trying to date, and it's very difficult. And the children do definitely mess up your dating life, because you have, like, when you're with them. Well, some people, because I know some people had the kids with them, they'd be on the bed next to y'all. Like, you know that little man stay right there. Okay. Baby bounce on the bed.
Kim says they not built to date people with kiddos.
That is true. That's what I think. And usually I try to date people with kids, but then it seems the same thing. Like, they're like, you gonna do that? You don't do that for me.
I only have one. I have one that could have been.
Okay.
And she had set up, me and her had set up this birthday party for my stepdaughter, and her mom started acting crazy right before, and I was like, I know you did all of this, but I don't think it's good that you come, because it's gonna be bad. And then when I went to get, so she got mad at me. Then when I went there, we waiting for her, she never bought my daughter.
Oh,
never bought the kid.
Wow.
Right. They never showed up.
Wow.
So I didn't get to have birthday party with my daughter.
That's a
I
shame.
didn't. My two kids, I didn't get to see them, and me and the chick ended up breaking up. I'm like, diabolical, these heifers, boy. She wouldn't go hiking with me. I tried.
That's a
Ronnie
shame.
says, "Hello, big no."
Yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah, it is. I think it's kids. People need to have more discussion than just like how to raise the kid, or you really need to talk about what it's going to look like, what your roles are going to be, what you expect. These things are very important, because people are raised differently and they view things differently. And again, it's like having a conversation that we think we're having the same conversation, but we actually are speaking about something totally different.
Yeah,
and that's usually most of the problems we have in relationships, in whatever relationship we have, where we're not having the same conversation but speaking on the same topic, because we are different. The way we were raised was different. The way we view things are different. So we have to start to recognize and say, well, what do you mean by that?
right.
What do you mean by that? And that works for me a lot now, because you see that, oh, that's what you meant. Oh, okay, yeah, I can't be around you no more.
His favorite phrase.
When you clarify it, oh no, I can't do that. So, all right, any last comments?
Oh,
I love
Don't deal with sluts.
I don't know, if they decide slut, then it's cool to deal with them.
Oh, no, it's not.
Kids are ghetto. Don't have kids.
Kids are ghetto. You never have. Come on, kids ain't that bad. It's who you
Kids
have
are
them
a
with.
blessing. They're a blessing.
Hey, Vaughn, say it again.
It's who you have. Kids aren't bad. It's who you have them with.
100%. I think
100%.
we invest in the wrong people, and they get mad when things turn out bad. When we had a bad investment, it had nothing but to turn out bad. A lot of times, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes
Ain't nobody asked y'all to be commenting on my last words.
I thought you wanted us to.
See some people acting new, y'all. As the world.
Kim says, keep your penis wrapped.
Ah, yes.
How dare you?
It
Hey,
sounds
Wrap it up.
that's wait a minute. Do you eat a Whopper through the paper? No.
Oh my!
Hey,
Oh my
Vaughn,
goodness.
tell him again.
Don't
Do
tell
you
him
eat
again,
a
Vaughn.
Whopper through the paper?
I mean,
You
that
probably
sounds
should.
ludicrous. That sounds ludicrous.
You probably should.
That sounds like an intellectual disability if you would do that, right?
Oh,
That sounds
wow.
right. So why would you do something else that way, Vaughn? I'm with you
Why?
100%.
Mm.
I mean, I would say they said, look, we should go natural. That's the big thing. Women want to go natural. I believe in
What?
going natural. Right? Let's go natural.
Okay.
Kemp
No.
says, I don't have those issues though. Laugh out loud.
Mhm.
Listen.
Yo,
Eating a burger through the Whopper. That was wild. What you got, Bruce?
kids are a blessing, but remember your relationship matters too. Find that balance.
Right,
Take them keys back when they leave. As an empty nester, take your keys back and tell them if you just walk up in here, you might get traumatized. So give me my key back because we
my
live in
God.
our lives.
Are you gonna see somebody in a tent? You gonna see somebody in a tent?
But what they doing in that tent?
Oh my God.
If you don't want to go blind,
Exactly.
No,
Either stay out or call first.
No.
Yeah, that's just not a. That's
Because
not a,
when seriously though, when our kids moved out, Lee brought me fig leaves. He said we're gonna wear these now. This is what we wearing in here now.
I don't
So
all
there
right,
you go.
Lee.
That's it.
information now it's in my head. I can't. I'm looking at it.
You
Seeing
can't unhear it. You
Stop.
can't unhear it.
You two are Adam and Eve now. I see it.
That's
I see
it.
you
That's what he
guys.
said. I said that's it.
Well,
Yeah.
we see Ruth house is spicy. They spice it up.
Yeah.
Hey,
Jesus.
we hanging. We hanging.
Like I'm gonna eat the apple now.
Oh my
Whatever.
God.
They're role playing. They're role playing. I think I'm with Ruth. Kids are a blessing. I'm learning. You definitely got to keep your relationship first because they leave. But my daughter's not gonna leave. We're going to stay together. We're planning to go to college, so we got some more years together. So I don't really have the problem that most people have because we're just going to be together forever. I think that eat your Whopper through the wrapper. It seems like a great.
Kemp says, my child lives 8 hours away. I'm good. And she says, love it, Ruth.
That's right. Keep it going.
Doc, what you got?
Get the prenup, the STD test, the drug test, and the DNA test.
Oh,
Get them all.
This is like a hiring process. You got the first interview, second interview, drug test.
The last thing I'll say, Vaughn, think about it. Things are a lot different today. So these things may be more necessary now than they ever were before.
Yes, we are here with the heathens.
It's crazy. We out here,
Savage life.
we out here with the sluts. This is life you gotta live. Hey, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Please go to that YouTube channel. Please, everybody, right now, just go to the YouTube channel. Nothing but answers. Like, subscribe,
Yes.
share it. Give the gift that's easy to give. It's free. We would love for you guys to do that. Also, continue to go to our Nothing But Answers Facebook page. We love it. Go there. We have a polite Discord. We have comments and we have postings. Just post to your heart's desires. It's been going really good. The numbers are going up. We like everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. Please check in with us next week.
Yep. And remember the word of the day.
Slut.
Ronnie said it again. Slut.
Slut.
Everybody go to the Facebook page right now and put slut in the comments. Hey, everybody have a good night. Leanne, hit the button.